Hey guys, it's Travis Lee, and this is my podcast. For those of you that don't know who I am a musician with Megaforce Records and MRI Entertainment. They just put out my first debut album worldwide. You guys can stream it or buy it wherever you buy or stream music. So like iTunes or Spotify. Amazon. I saw they had a list like this long of places that you could get it, and put some things I haven't even heard of, like Deezer, and that one in like Africa. And I was like, oh my God, it's everywhere. It truly was. And you can Shazam my tunes now, which was kind of cool. I don't even know if people Shazam, but I did it, and it works. That's cool. You could even go like you go to your Instagram story. You could hit the little music sticker to add music to your story and type in Travis Lee and add one of my songs to your story. It's pretty sweet. You can do it with any bands, really, not just Travis Lee, although, why wouldn't you only use my music anyways? Not really sure. So that's pretty cool. The new album is self-titled, just Travis Lee. It's a 5-song EP. It just came out. I have shirts. I didn't quite put them up for sale yet online. They're only exclusively available at shows, but they look like this. I wanted to show you guys this. Oh, hold on one second. Okay, there we go. They look like this. It's a skull. It kind of looks like me. Does it look like me? Hold on, let me get the microphone in there. Ah! It kind of looks like me. It's got the same hat. Anyways, it was designed by Enlisted Brand Apparel, and Enlisted Brand Apparel is a veteran-owned company design firm. I actually met them through my bass player Jason MFJ Jeffers, Jason Jeffers. And he was actually in the military with the guy who designed this shirt. It's a very cool shirt. It's a very comfortable shirt. It like stretchy. It's a tri-blend. It feels like you're wearing human skin. No, I'm just kidding. That's gross. But it is a super comfortable shirt. I'm pretty picky on my shirts. And so I figured if I was going to charge people to wear these shirts, then they better be shirts that I can actually see myself wearing. And I can. And I do. They're pretty cool. I try not to wear shirts that have my own face on. It's kind of weird. But that's cool. The album it has the same logo on the front of it. That's what I was going to say. The album has the same logo on the front of it. So if you're looking for my album, that's what you're looking for right there on everything. Very cool. I did some photography lately. I don't know why I always say photography, but I like to do photography. I like to be photographed because I like to get silly and jump around and yell and scream and be ridiculous, and that's just kind of, I don't know. I've always been that way. I've been the class clown as long as I've ever remember. I was in trouble a lot when I was a kid. I was in detention a lot for doing such outlandish and childish things, and I've never grown up. You can ask my fiance. So anyways, I did some photo work the other day with a guy named Josh Russell. This is a photo that he took, and when I walked in the other day, he had it ready for me, sitting on his counter. And I was like, that is sweet. Look at the edit job on this. This was shot at a place called Deja Vu Martini Lounge, which is one of my favorite places. A friend of mine owns it. It's just a cool place to go. It's got like coffered walls. I don't know if you know what that is. But you can see in the picture here, like, it's really neat. It's kind of high-end looking place. It's a Martini Lounge, actually. They have bands, and it's neat. It's in Appleton, Wisconsin. Johnny Depp went there once, so if Johnny Depp goes there, then you should go there too. Josh Russell shot that for me. did a lot of promo work for me recently. Even a new promo video for my show coming up. Oh, speaking of that, I have a show coming up in Appleton, Wisconsin. That's my hometown. It's on October 17th. It's at the Bent Keg. Tickets are on eventbrite.com. We're going to have a good time. I got my buddy's band, Justin Keel. He's in a band. He's got a band called the Astronautics. They're really cool. They have like a space theme, which is totally suiting for them because if you know Justin, he kind of seems like he's from outer space sometimes. So I'm excited to have them on the show. It's going to be exciting. They're going to open up the show. Then Travis Lee band's going to shut it down. We're going to bring down the big hammer. But yeah, you can get those tickets on eventbrite.com whenever you want. I had a really fun night the other night. I went up to Green Bay and I met with a friend of mine from Combat Records and EMP label group. He's also the singer for Ellefson. Ellefson is David Ellefson of Megadeth. That's his solo project. My friend's name is Thom Hazaert. They have a new album out under Ellefson. This is the vinyl here. Yeah, I don't know where to hold these things yet because I'm new to this setup. But it's Ellefson. It's called Sleeping Giants. They have a really cool music video out with it. I don't know if you guys remember Run DMC, but they DMC from Run DMC is in it. It's an awesome music video, and this album is killer. It's brutal. It has brutal guitar tracks. It sounds exactly like what you would imagine David Ellefson from Megadeth's solo record to sound like. It's exactly what you would imagine, and therefore, it's great. It truly is. It does not disappoint, and I would not shit you on that. I just couldn't. They have some really cool musicians, some big heavy hitters that helped out with this, like Mark Tremonti and DMC, and who else is on this thing? There's even a quote on the front of it. Oh wait, that's on the book. But this is cool. You guys got to check this out. So speaking of that, I already gave it away. They also wrote a book together. Dave Ellefson and Thom Hazaert wrote a book. It's called David Ellefson with Thom Hazaert, More Life with Death. And it basically chronicles? Yeah, we'll go with it. Chronicles. That's a thing. That's a word. I'm sure it is. It sounds funny when you're saying it. So it is called More Life with Death, and it chronicles the, Dave Ellefson's time with the band, back starting in the 80s. There's color photos inside of it. There are handwritten letters, pictures of handwritten letters inside of it to friends. It's really cool to read. It seems like it gets pretty intimate, which I like personally. And this is my favorite part of the book. The only part that I've got to read so far is that it says, Travis, love you, dude. And then a squiggle down here, which I'm assuming is Thom Hazaert's signature. He came out to the car. I picked him up from his house in Green Bay. And he came out like this. He had that much stuff to give me, and I was very thankful to get it. He gave me all kinds of CDs and albums, and of course his album in that book. This is a cool one that he gave me. It's the Dangerous Toys reprint, remastered album, and it's too cool for me to actually take out and play because I just think it's beautiful. It's more, this is going to wind up on my wall before anything else. But it does come with a digital download, so I'm going to be able to digitally download that and listen to it. Dangerous Toys Piss. It's cool looking album there. So Fantastic. And while I was looking for all this stuff, and I found these in my shirts because I actually had these shirts printed up quite a while back. And look what I found, because I got these maybe printed around the 4th of July time, but look at this. You know what that is? It's an M80. It says, I don't know if you could see that. You probably can't, but real small in there, it says made in China. But maybe the tube was, because I know that this was likely made in the garage really close to my house. I can't confirm nor deny that. So don't ask me any more questions. So look at this. If this wasn't enough, look at this. So look at the size of this one. This is like an M80, and this is like, I think this is like a quarter stick. They would call this a quarter stick of dynamite. So we were cutting trees down. I was helping my buddy cut some trees down, and we lit one of these off, and we were like young kids again, and it was like boom. We laugh and we giggle, and then the guy's like, "Hey, try one of these out." And we're like, "Oh, okay, let's try it." So he lit this off, stuck it in the tree, ran away. Kaboom! Oh my God. I had to go home after that one. I left him to take care of, if the police department came or bomb squad or whatever. I'm just kidding. We don't light off dynamite. Illegal fireworks. We would never do something like that. It's all for the story. Anyways, I am Travis Lee. Thank you for joining me. This is my podcast.